Whoa, 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 whoa. I know that my audio, whoa, whoa, whoa. Is working, whoa, 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 whoa. But I go yeah, because I'm getting ready to go live, yeah. I'm turning my seats. Well, tired.
Which makes it very, very difficult when Kane finds this moment here. Start the first attack. Is it timing for Falcon? Is this a moment where they're pushing forward? Maybe just take a slight step back. Just position yourselves a little better because all the Brooklyn with them on God a couple of times they get aggressive in that final round. Rays with two aggressive kills down the B side. Finds them, it sends Falcon back a really, really good job of that side of moment to get that one done. Four rounds delicate. Maybe they would have had round the five defense as well, which would have put in their favor. You would have thought based on what we've seen on the rounds, but quick. Show what they're made of here at map number three. And they can put themselves into the series once again. You know what? We said it during that control. When you defense, suddenly you're down, and Brooklyn just got enough done. And saying it was heavy. It's having a bit of
Okay, 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 everybody. I know there's a lot of audio going on in this place right now. You're hearing all these people talking. I'm getting my audio set up. I'm getting my audio set up. I got Call of Duty League going on. I got NHL hockey about to go on. I'm so excited to be here, bro. Oh man, I'm gonna open a couple of packs of hockey cards, I think, today, bro. It's just one of those days, bro. Haven't gotten one of those days, bro, in a minute, bro. You're just like, I got that day, bro. I'm in this thing. That's supposed to be Zuma? No. Insight pulls off the mask, and he's a part of the Ultra Army Championship weekend. I wonder if that was was that the player that they kept on talking about and getting rid of too? Come on, Detweiler, you can do it. Ooh, fractional mouse. Right now, dude, I'm getting some cards set up right now, everybody. I'm super excited to talk hockey today. My voice is still a little shot, so I might not be as hyped as normal, and I do apologize for that. I know my favorite thing is getting hyped for everybody here, but maybe I'll be able to save my voice for the moments that I need to be hyped for. Mm. Uh, Not tired. I just really haven't been speaking that much today. So for my Saturday, I've been playing some video games this morning. And of course, I was watching the Panthers Lightning game. I considered casting that one, but because the Wild game was so close, I was like, you know what? Might as well go live for the Wild game too. Apparently, we're about 5 minutes from going live. So before the game goes live, let's read the starting lineups for both teams going from. Oof, let's go live. Let's go live. Let's go live. Welcome, 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 everybody. It's weekend. It's a Saturday, and I'm ready to play off hockey. My voice is kind of ruined. Cause I've been talking playoff hockey forever. Minute to puck drop, to puck drop. A minute to puck drop, minute to puck drop. We about to watch some playoff hockey today. Minnesota Wild up 2-1 in the series. A lot of people were thinking the Minnesota Wild were one of the teams that were going to get absolutely blown out. So far, that really isn't the case. So far, the Minnesota Wild have held in, maintained a competitive edge. And today, very, very unique opportunity in this series right now. The Wild could go up not only 3-1 in the series, but have won the last three games, or the Golden Knights are going to even the series and bring it back to 2 when this next game will go back to Las Vegas. So, very, very interesting turning point in a series right now. Hard part looking at both of these teams is they're both super stacked. So our your Golden Knights is going to be from left wing, center to right wing. First line, Ivan Barbashev, Jack Eichel, and Mark Stone. Second line is Brandon Saad, Thomas Hurdle, and Pavel Dorofeyev. accompanying by third line Victor Olofsson, William Carlson, and Riley Smith. William Carlson and Riley Smith. Really, you're gonna end my event? Stupid HBO Max making me switch casts. If I miss the part of the game, I'll be a little upset. Couldn't play content? Don't tell me you can't play content. I pay for you. I pay money. There you go. We have the game right about to start. The game is right about to start, and here it goes. Looks like the Golden Knights win the face-off. Fourth line for the Golden Knights. Brett Howden, Nicholas Waugh, and Keegan Kolasauer. Your three defensive pairings for the Golden Knights are Braden McNabb, Shea Theodore, Noah Hannafin, and Alex Petrangelo, and Nicholas Haig and Zach Whitecloud. Just an absolute tanky unit of defense. Oh man. Oh man. I am so exhausted, bro. I am so exhausted from streaming. You have no idea, man. You have no idea. I have been streaming like I've been putting in I've been working like 10-hour shifts. It feels like if not like 11-hour shifts for like the heck? But yeah, I'm turned a little bit, bro. I mean, I'm gonna be sipping, I'm gonna be sipping, I'm gonna be sipping, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be sipping. I'm gonna be sipping, I'm gonna be sipping, I'm gonna be sipping, I'm gonna be sipping. All right, we're getting back in these lines. Oh, it's so hard to have energy right now. I'll be super, super, super honest right now, dude. I had to take when I casted last night. I came home. I took 2 Tylenol, and then I had to do what I had to do after that to get to where I needed to be to actually keep going. And today I'm trying to keep going. I was thinking about doing, I was considering, I was highly, 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 highly considering doing the back-to-back games today. I was gonna do Panthers Lightning and then Wild Vegas. I did that last Saturday, and oh my God, was I just completely wrecked after. I was completely wrecked after. Faber behind the Wild net. What you going, dude? I haven't even read the Wild's line. I got distracted. So first line, now I don't know how accurate the second line is going to be because we have a little exclamation mark on the player. So, but we'll talk about it. First line, of course, left wing, center to right wing, Kirill Kaprizov, Joel Eriksson Ek, and Matt Boldy. Your second line, Marcus Johansson, Freddie Goudreau, and Matt Zuccarello. Third line, Marcus Foligno, Ryan Hartman, and Gustav Nyquist. Third line, Jakub Trenin. My God. Bro, you got any brew at your house? You got any beer at your house? You got anything to drink? You got anything to drink at your place, bro? Like, let's be honest. You got anything to drink? Whoever's watching, you got anything to drink? You drank today? How you doing today? How you doing? How you doing today? Stay professional. Ah, what is it they say in Anchorman? Stay classy or something like that. Dude, I have beer. I have beers like every stream. I have a beer. What do you want me to have? Gatorade for my electrolytes? Because I'm way ahead of you for that one. I haven't even finished the Wild's roster. I was checking my chat. Fourth line, Yakov Trenin, Marco Rossi, and Justin Brazeau. Defensive pairings, Jonas Brodin, Brock Faber, Jacob Middleton, Jared Spurgeon, and Zeev Buyam and Zach Bogosian. If anybody didn't know, he's Armenian. And let's get to the cool stuff down here. Let's get to the cool stuff. We got the cards going on today. Showing off the beautiful cards today. Yeah, oh man, look at that. That's hot. That's hot. Gotta get them sparkles to pop. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? All right, back to the hockey game. Back to the hockey. Hey, is that professional? He's telling me to be professional over here. He's telling me to be professional. I don't even see anybody in the chat right now. What? No one's in the chat? We need some chatters. I need some chatters. Ask some questions in the chat. Let's see what I'll answer some questions in the chat. As the hockey game continues, only 4 minutes gone in the hockey game. We have in the Vegas side right now. The Wild attempted to attack with the Vegas extremely, extremely easy clear. Frederick Goudreau gonna boost past McNabb. Wild with possession. Trennan, action Nyquist back to Buyam, and Buyam sends it along the boards. Looks like Nyquist is gonna boost for it. Buyam flips the puck up, lifts it on the diagonal area. McNabb's going to battle. Howden's just going to cross-check somebody down. Trennan. Bogosian. What happened to Howden? He's holding his eye. Did he get poked in the eye? Scatterbox. Well, who do you predict to win in this stuff as well? Who do I predict to win stuff as well? I predict the Minnesota Wild are going to take a 3-1 series lead. Well, not if we're stabbing people. Not for strategy of stabbing people in the eye with our sticks like Vinny Hinestroza. Very bad idea. What if you not only had to say it, but what if you had to type it every single time you said it too? What if every time you had a tick, you had to type it or say it? No matter what, you had to get it out so somebody heard you. Maybe that was your tick, was like recognition in addition to what your tick was. So if you had to like say it and no one was around you, you had to like scream it either louder or like type it to somebody so that people knew that you were ticking. 3-1 Wild stuff as well. Jay Leap over here. I think that is a very accurate now for the score. I honestly think it might be like a 6-2. I think the Wild are, or maybe 6-3. I'll say 6-3. I think the Golden Knights are capable of scoring goals, but I also think the Minnesota Wild are going to score more goals. I think they're a lot more motivated, and I feel like, especially with the way they're playing right now, I feel like they have that self-esteem boost right now that's very, very hard to compete with. They have the self-esteem boost that they feel like they can compete with anybody, and that's the fun part to watch about the Minnesota Wild right now. Even though the Golden Knights are in the power play, Mark Stone at the bottom. Right now, Shea Theodore to Riley Smith. He shoots it, goes right off Gustafson into the glass. They're going to regenerate, though. Smith again at the right circle, tips it in front. No, Stone, the redirect is not there. Eichel sends it to Shea Theodore, looks like that was. Man, I can't see the numbers right now. Jack Eichel at the far circle. Tries to Sutter Barbashev, but a lot of Wild in the middle does not get to him. Shea Theodore gets the puck every other person, though. Shot! And score! Vegas Golden Knights. Shea Theodore. Shea Theodore. I'm gonna make it go tonight. I'm gonna make it go tonight. Shea Theodore. I'm gonna make it go tonight. Skew. How do they do it? Felina can't touch the puck. Barbashev sends it to Theodore. He holds, waits, shot, goes right through everybody. What a game! The Gustafson did not see that puck. The Vegas Golden Knights take the lead. Only 5 shots in, the Vegas Golden Knights have a goal. That's a 20% shot. Donkey Bone. South Park Tourette's episode, Donkey Bone. Jay Leap knows the South Park. Or say it stuff as well. 3-1 Wild stuff as well. Or say it stuff as well. South Park Tourette's episode, Donkey Bone. Jay Leap over here with a very diverse vocabulary and explaining to us his entertainment interest with South Park. We appreciate your participation. A bar down clapper for Shea Theodore. Vegas Golden Knights. They want to get back in the series. They know they can't go down 3-1. You do not want the series to go that way. And honestly, when it goes back and forth, it is a lot more entertaining. It is a lot more entertaining. Man, I'm gonna be going through so much drink, bro. I'm gonna be going through so much drink, bro. You have no idea how much drink I'm going through. How much drink I'm going to be going through. Oh, I'm so thirsty. So thirsty. We got a commercial intermission, and they're showing us cool commercials like Paws. I want to be a Paw. I want to be a Paw. He got this. I want to be a Paw. So right now in the playoffs, earlier today, the Tampa Bay Lightning did defeat the Florida Panthers. They're finally on the board. It's a 2-1 series. There were, I think, the only series right now that did go up 3-0 was the Toronto and Ottawa series, where the Toronto Maple Leafs took a 3-0 games lead. I think we play again today, if I'm not mistaken, where Toronto could be advancing to the second round as early as today. That would be pretty exciting. Well, if you're a Toronto fan, I'm not necessarily a Toronto fan. 9-7. Oof, a lot of work to do. Ouch. Brandon Saad's got that big old long, luscious hair, bro. He definitely has that hockey hair. Golden Knights take a slapper right off the face, and that goes right off Gustafson's goalie mask. That looked like that hurt. Minnesota Wild doing what they can to try to regain this puck and get it out of their neutral zone ice. No penalty, no penalties. Foligno on the forecheck. Keep that puck in, Minnesota Wild. They're not going to keep that puck in. No, no, I'm not. I thought I saw 6 players for the Wild. Could be tripping. Could be tripping. So, like I was saying, the Florida Panthers right now, they lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning. So the Tampa Bay Lightning do take that lead, and with that lead, they're back in the series. And the way that it was a commanding win too. It was like a what was it? It was like a 6-2 win or something, 5-2 win. They flat out crushed the Panthers. And the big thing too is that Matthew could. I think this was the game that Brandon Hagel served a suspension. And not only that, Matthew Kachuk like smashed Jake Gensel, just like flipped him on his butt. That's I'm very curious if that is going to be suspension worthy as well, considering we already had one suspension in the series. The possibility that that he gets a suspension for that too is there. I would highly consider that being an element of the game of the realm of possibilities. I wouldn't count it out. All right, face off draw, offensive zone. Erickson Ek wins it. Spurgeon backhands the puck. Nope. Here comes Eichel streaking. He goes down. He still was able to do a backhand pass through the legs, but wasn't really able to set anybody up. Tried though. Did the best you can do when you're falling down. Barbashev saw Eichel across the ice. He went for a very intelligent pass, but a Minnesota Wild player read it and intercepted that play. It is back in the Golden Knights zone. They're controlling it though. They will get it out. They just have to figure out how they're going to attack. Barbashev just redirects it, gives it to the Wild. Faber sends Goudreau. He's on the left side, now streaking up the middle, going for a little crisscross. Pass up to Trennan. Trennan takes a shot. It does bounce right off of Hill. Kolasauer tries to get a stick on it. It does get it back in Wild possession. They just dump it right back in the Golden Knights zone. Petrangelo sends the puck all the way back to the Wild zone for an icing. 10 minutes gone in the first period. Not a lot of animosity, but you definitely know that something's growing in this hockey game. Another offensive zone face-off for the Wah. Sorry, Wah. You better not be jumping the gun. Face-off. Looks like there's kind of a stop and play. I'm gonna get on a Gatorade. Hang tight. I still have my microphone on me. I yesterday did that thing where I kind of clipped my microphone on that stand. That was kind of cool. Good thing is I put one in when I took one out, which means there's always going to be a cold one. Always going to be a cold one waiting for me. I like that. Oh, Michael Rossi scores. All right. And Marco Rossi is in our trade. He's in our cards, everybody. So let's go back to our cards. Marco Rossi, Matt Boldy, and Joel Eriksson Ek. All three of our guys right here from the Minnesota Wild. Eriksson Ek, your face-off guy that just kind of sits in the middle. Rossi, your kind of new speedster. And then, of course, Matt Boldy, your goal scorer. Look at the absolute boost from Trenton. Comes in on the forecheck, smacks Haig, grabs the puck, sends it to the front of the net. Rossi just smacks her in. Goal. Minnesota Wild just like that, just easy like that. I like it like that. She working that back. Minnesota Wild tying that game up. Vegas Golden Knights. You gotta get back on it. See, half of the swag of the Golden Knights is just them being in the lead and other teams like feeling bad about it. Golden Knights have it in the Wild zone. They're not too happy that they got scored on. Wild only have 2 shots, so 50% shot or 50% goal percentage right now per shot. Every 2 shots they score. Theodore thought he scored again, but that wasn't the case. Golden Knights circling the Wild. Almost felt like they were on the power play. Spurgeon then goes for the clear. Watt tries to hold at the blue line. Golden Knights send it in. Wild control it instantaneous. And then they gave it away to Pavel Dorofeev. The Golden Knights, like one of their leading goal scorers from the regular season, if not the leading goal scorer in the regular season. Yakov Trenin, give us some speed. That's not Yakov Trenin. That's Gustav Nyquist. I get those two mixed up every single time. They're just not that noticeable. White Cloud sitting back at the right circle. He's just holding the puck. Sits. Waits for the Golden Knights to regain. Now let's start the attack, Golden Knights. They dump the puck in. Eichel goes on the forecheck. Immediately gets the puck, but sends it a little too fast in the stick handling and loses control of it. Not too hard though. Golden Knights do get possession of the puck back. Just kidding. Golden Knights steal it, or Wild steal it back. It was Boldy. And a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lob pass to Boldy. Kind of almost a shot, looking for a redirect or a tip in. Oh, on the doorstep, Kaprizov triple whack. Can't go. Kaprizov, he's gonna skate that puck, pass it to Boldy, backhander. But he sends it a little too far, and Boldy a little hard for him to get to it. Eventually does. Can Kaprizov get the puck with them? They're double teamed by 2 Golden Knights. Have the puck in again. Vegas Golden Knights are quick to intercept. It's exciting to see Minnesota Wild playing Zeev Buium out, a rookie that's pretty much only played in the playoffs. Canadians have their Ivan Demidov. The Minnesota Wild have Zeev Buium, a rookie that's exclusively only played playoff games. You know people trust you if they're going to have you start playing playoff games. That's how you begin your career, playoffs. Not regular season, playoffs. Somehow the Wild get the puck in the Golden Knights zone. Polino attacks. He ran over anyone that was trying to get in his way. They do get a centering feed, but Zuki, the puck was a little too knuckly for him to actually control. A ripper in the slot from Hartman, but he missed. I don't know what happened. He like went to go shoot it, and then it's like the puck was on his stick after he took the slap shot. There was a Golden Knights player that like came in. I don't know. It was weird. Jay Theodore has that puck. you gonna do? Jack Eichel skates that puck in. Tried to give it to Barbashev, but the Minnesota Wild, like three guys collapsed right on Eichel. They weren't giving him an opportunity to pass that puck. Goldie controls it, has it over the line. Gaudreau in the slot, take the slapper. Golden Knights player got right in the middle of him, prevented the shot. Barbashev, though, just streaks in. Finds Pietrangelo on the slot. He takes a ripper, 87 mile an hour slap shot. Big old slapper. 87 miles an hour is nothing to laugh at. Give us our hockey game back. We are at some commercials. Let's see what Hockey X is saying. John Hines is getting interviewed by some lady in a pink or a peach coat. A peach coat. Golden Knights take it in, skate it in, take a ripper. Instantly saved by the Bustafson. By the Bustafson. Nope, nothing exciting there. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Golden Knights. They're going to try to recontrol it in their area. Shea Theodore, the goal scorer for the Golden Knights, one of their best defenders. Passes it to Jack Eichel, who instantly loses the puck. He tips it over the line. Now the Minnesota Wild are figuring out what they're going to do with the puck. They're going to dump it into the Golden Knights zone. Noah Hannafin tried to get rid of it, send it to Pietrangelo. And that puck does get out of their zone. And a perfect median spot in the Wild zone. So no icing. Boldy throws it into the Vegas zone. And Pietrangelo will throw it out too. The next goal in this game is going to be very, very huge because that Next goal, of course, will determine who takes the lead from now on. 10 shots from Vegas, only 4 from Minnesota. So Minnesota just not as aggressive right now as Vegas. They're not getting the opportunities as well. You'll notice that when the Minnesota Wild get the puck into the Vegas zone, they don't necessarily keep it. They get swarmed or they feel like they have to play a lot more chippy. They're just not controlling the puck. We got less than 1 minute to go in our game one. What's going on with White Cloud? Bill Guerin's watching the game from the press box. President of Hockey Operations, General Manager of the Minnesota Wild. Wild win the faceoff. Foligno back with the puck. Can he get a shot off? Zuccarello tries to shoot a pass on over to Hartman. That doesn't make it. Foligno tries a centering feed. They got it. Take a shot, somebody. Golden Knights get it intercepted in the neutral zone. 13 seconds left, and the Golden Knights have a shot opportunity. And Gustafsson gets a kick save. This period's going to end 1-1. Both teams definitely trying pretty hard to win. Let's do some quick stats before we go to an intermission. 10 shots for the Golden Knights, only 4 shots for the Minnesota Wild. Minnesota Wild just not keeping up with the pace of the Golden Knights right now, but they have proof to show that they're still able to produce with the little amount of opportunities that they have been getting. All right. Hits 8 for the Golden Knights, 7 for the Wild. So they're both just as equally aggressive, just both doing their best to control the game to the best of their abilities. Block shots 8-6. So both teams very, very similar. Vegas Golden Knights, of course, leading just a little bit more than the Wild. Takeaways 1 for the Wild, and so far giveaway and none for the Golden Knights. Giveaways 2 for the Golden Knights and 5 for the Wild. So the Wild having a little bit more offensive opportunities, and when I say a little, I mean by 1 to none. And of course, mistakes. The Wild are making more mistakes, so they're getting one more opportunities than none compared to the Golden Knights in regards to takeaways. But giveaways, they have twice as many more. So that's definitely not going to even out my opinion. Now, can't look at that. Don't want to 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 look at that. It's so gross. Showing a guy's tattoo and it's all puffy. It's a commercial. Ewy. All right, everybody. I am going to go on a commercial intermission. I will be back for that second period. You be ready. You be hyped. You be locked. I'll be back. It's Week Haken. More Stanley Cup hockey. All right, everybody, I'm coming right back. Coming right back. Getting ready for that. Period two. Cute. But you almost look like a pirate. You hear it because they're big rings.
Oh, okay.
It's very piratey.
I'm space pirate.
Armada buying around some new earrings on that she's very proud of and it's pretty in.
Kigali, pirate princess Kigali.
Silly. All right, let's go. Let's go live. Let's go live. We gotta be careful about this chair. It's gonna leave that same thing that it did behind it. Come on, Dave's. Look behind me.
Oh, okay.
I gotta delete some comments on my stream. I gotta manage my stream. Ah, forever, man. I cannot. I am surprised how many bots that there are on Twitch that come to sell me views. Yay, and omit one. Good job, Detweiler. Dude, I'd like to see Paul X go out with a bang. Here we go, Minnesota Wilder in front. Hartman with a, oh my goodness, who's going to pass it forehand front, and then he turn around, it's going to do a backhand, and then right all the way to the blue line instead, make him jump ball for it. What is this, basketball? Got a net bat, another shot, rebound, Foligno score! Wild take the lead early in the second period. It's a 2-1 hockey game. I don't have the volume for that one. So Hartman held on to that puck, just does this air ball flub, the Wild whack at it, or Hartman gets a shot, Foligno with the rebound, and he gets a goal. Foligno scores! All right. Well, Golden Knights win the face-off. They're not too happy about this. It's going to be very, very, very important for the Golden Knights to win this hockey game to maintain an even series. Going down till you're back against the wall, because if you go down 3-1, it's also every single game's an elimination game. That's also a lot of extra stress. Let's go, Wild, yeah! An interesting part of hockey, I guess. We played a little bit of basketball right there. Hartman just decided to fling the puck, lift the puck, send it right in. He just flips it into the offensive zone or into like I guess the slot area right in front of the blue paint area. Polino grabs the puck, puts it down. I don't know if he got a shot or if he passed it first, but somehow he ended up getting it after the rebound of the shot and jammed it in. Carlito Caribbean Cool. Golden Knights getting some shots off. Glove save, Gus Gustafson. Exciting chapter in it's another chapter in Gus Gustafson's life. I don't know how to spell Gustafson, but I like Gustafson. The Nuke Force. You have the Wild winning this year in my bracket? No, I do not. I do not have the Wild winning in my bracket. I'm very surprised that they're showing this much fight against the Golden Knights. The Golden Knights have just been so consistent recently that you just couldn't count them out ever. Jack Eichel with a beamer. Gustafson right off of his face. That looked like that hurt. That looked like that hurt. Oh, come bring it over right now. Ice cold energy drink. I wish there was something like a drug test you could take so you could learn how much caffeine was in your system. Thank you. Gus Gustafson. Did Barbashev injure Kaprizov? No, Kaprizov's still on the bench. He's all right. He's holding up. Kaprizov reminds me of a Russian link. Is that a faded thought? Dun, 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 dun. That's Kaprizov. Well, Knight side wheels deals gets the shot. It goes right off the post. That was a very close shot for him. That could have squeaked right by. Wild have to be a little bit more sharper on their toes. The Golden Knights are a team that can convert really quickly and easily, efficiently, and they can jam goals down your throat without even trying. So the Minnesota Wild have to be a lot more careful about those plays. But at the same time, the Golden Knights have to take the Wild seriously. Was it offsides? Was it not? No one heard anything. What's going on? Golden Knights have the puck in their zone. They are on a power play. 30 seconds got killed off of it. They weren't really able to do anything with it in the beginning. See what they do with this rebuttal. Stone has it over the ice. Dumps it back to Theodore. Theodore, Dorothea switch positions. Eichel gets the puck on the receiving end of the diagonal end. Plays catch of Theodore. Takes the shot. Bounces off Gustafson. Stoner passing it to Eichel. The Golden Knights completely switched ice. Eichel gets it again. The puck just keeps going back to Eichel and Theodore. A slapper, another shot. Slapper, another shot. Slapper. Gus Bus glove save. Gustafson. We're at another commercial break, everybody. It's just kind of a weird hockey game. It feels like it's a lot of give and go right now. Boring, boring, boring. All right, everybody. I'm gonna stand up for a moment during the intermission and right after the side. I'm gonna just do a little bit of little exercise, little jumping jacks, little something, keep myself moving as we wait between these intermissions. The Wild are doing pretty like it's the Wild is one of those teams that is just complete effort. They kind of remind me a little bit of the Florida Panthers, just not with the S tier goalie like Bobrovsky. I would say that Gus Gustafson, B tier goalie for sure. So a lot more difficult. You can't necessarily just rely on Gustafson in that manner, I guess. He's not as reliable as those S tier goalies, but he's a fantastic goalie. He's something that you do have to be a little bit aware of. All right, we here, we here. Honestly, just standing because I'm sitting so long when I'm streaming. Standing feels good during the commercials. I was doing that during the regular season, but it got away from me a little bit. Maybe I'll try to get that back up and running in the playoffs. Keep the keep the legs moving, keep the mind moving, keep everything moving. Feel like some of the hockey players. They're participating gladiatorially for our entertainment. Shouldn't be too embarrassed about doing a little bit of exercise between the game intermissions. And they're showing off Booyam, talking about Booyam, his fourth NHL game, and he's played exclusively playoff games, like we were saying earlier. So pretty kind of a silly stat for him. Golden Knights come off of the face-off in their defensive zone. Howden boosts the puck up, but instantly gives the puck away to the Wild. Vegas lucky enough to get the puck again. Offensive attack. Puck bounces off right in front of Gus Gustafson. No one's there for the rebound. Wild, extremely, extremely lucky. The Golden Knights just showing what they can do with their opportunities. 16 shots so far for the Golden Knights, only 10 so far for the Minnesota Wild. The Wild have to be very, very careful. Considering what the Golden Knights can do, Wild got to be very careful. Is this the losers or winners? We're just waiting. We're just waiting. We're just waiting. We're just waiting. Is there an icing call that they're waiting to figure out? It's kind of just weird. Kind of just weird right now. Dude, what does Mercules look like to you? He looks like I don't know, man. He looks like the wimpy kid character. Well, how much do you think that vest costs? You don't like it? I'm gonna buy it. She pointed a scissors at me, everybody. Pointing your credit card at me. Yeah, your own money will fuel those. Wild! Oh man, Aiden Hill caught the puck and it fell to the other side of where he was looking. He didn't even know where that puck went. Wild still attacking there. They're gonna get the puck to the net. They get it behind the net. Erickson Ek battling for it. Hag falls to the ice. Hurdle gets the puck. Can't clear it. I saw ref's arm go up. So we're gonna have a power play. Erickson Ek for slashing power play for the Golden Knights. Vegas power play. It's already starting off in the Vegas end, Theodore. So I guess it is a power play. The more you know, right? The more you know. Oh, the game crashed. Call of Duty game, apparently. Lame. Jack Eichel and Theodore just going to slow the puck. Jack Eichel with the ripper. His shots look so effortless, but they're so strong. It's disgusting. Jack Eichel's like a mini Ovechkin that's just like speedier. And that has nothing to do with their age. It just has to do with this play style. Golden Knights had another zone entry, but the Wild quick to deflect that and bomb it all the way back down to the end. Shea Theodore reset that puck. Polino, one of the Wild's goal scorers, prevents the progress of the Golden Knights, resets it. Less than 50 seconds to go on the power play. Wild Bill. And what do we got? Riley Smith. I almost called him Riley Carlson. Riley Smith got over the blue line, but apparently that's offsides. They didn't do it good enough. Look at the Golden Knights front. Oh, they had a beautiful opportunity to get the goal. But the Minnesota Wild loon call, letting the team know that the power play has expired. I don't know how I feel. Does now, okay. Legitimate question. Does every NHL stadium soundboard play a noise when the power play expires? Because the reason why that question's so important is that tells everybody on the ice what's going on. And it's a soundboard, it's a person it's an external force letting everybody know what's going on in the hockey game. They're hitting a button to play a loud noise that alarms everybody of a certain status change in the hockey game, which normally to is meant to be left to player awareness. The players playing, whether they're on the bench or whether they're on the ice or the fans are screaming something, and it's up for the players and the team to manage that communication. I'll buy a standing card. Whatever. Man, that duo ankle. That looks so cool. Sibabeezy. Phase 3 out of 15. What's championship weekend? Wow. We have a commercial break right now. This has been a really exciting game. Out of nowhere, this matchup has become one of the most exciting matchups in the entire playoffs. A team like the Minnesota Wild that was at the top of the league when Kaprizov was on the team, top of the league, and then without Kaprizov, the team almost fell out of the playoffs. The Minnesota Wild made the playoffs in the last 20 seconds of their second to last game in the season when Joel Eriksson Ek tied the game with 20 seconds to go against the Ducks. And it was crazy watching that happen. Now look at them. They're possibly could go up 3-1 in their first series. Cammy's 3-13. Wild on the power play. Do we have Booyam? Yeah, Booyam's on the ice. He's starting to get used to it. Wild get it to the front. It's right behind Aiden Hill. I don't know why, but every single time, watch this. Watch Aiden Hill. Every single time I see a goalie like reach behind his legs like that, it feels like he's wiping his butt. Every time the goalie puts his glove behind his hand and puts it like right between his legs, right where his butt is, it looks like he's gonna wipe his crack. That's all I think about. 145 to go for the Wild power play. William's starting to get a lot more confident. You can definitely tell with the way he's moving that puck. You can tell that the team trusts him, and then you can tell that he's ready to take up the challenge of NHL ice. Playoff ice, as our mod reminds us. Zuccarello sends the puck around. It's a little too hot for Boley to handle as no one receives the pass. While they're going to have to attack a different route. Wild get the puck back in the Vegas zone. Can they maintain it? They do. The Wild, are they going to get any shots off? They don't. Here they go. A minute left to go in the power play. Buiev and Kaprizov. Suki now, he's just holding on to it as Riley Smith stays on him. Zuccarello sends the goalie in the slot to Kaprizov. The Wild can't tip it towards the net, but they do maintain the puck. Kaprizov right circle. Below the goal line, as they say. Bully tip of the right circle. Watching. Drops it back. William thinking, holding, waiting, drags the player while circling around. No, Kaprizov just shoots it out. Shoots it in the netting, and we're going to have a face-off. What is Zuccarello yelling so mad about? He looks pissed. Zuki looks pissed. You can leave it on. It will keep us warm. If I'm cold, what will you do? A nest. Minnesota Wild have less than 10 seconds on the power play. They're going to send it diagonally to see if they can get a forecheck opportunity. No good. What are you laughing at? Our mod's just laughing at us over here. Laughing versus giggling. Tell me the difference. So Joe comes in, wheels in, takes his shot. Who fell? 100-point club. Yikes. Raffin just got turned around. He fell down. Goudreau, not necessarily the best goal scorer, but knows how to win a faceoff. Goalie fighting for the puck to keep it in the at least possession for the while. They got to try to get it out of their zone. I went quiet for a little while because the teams were just kind of pinballing. Puck just keeps going from one stick to the other stick, and it's just no one can control it for like 5 minutes. Eichel tries to control from behind the Wild net. The Wild do have to block a shot from the Golden Knights. They got one in the slot. 20 shots for the Golden Knights so far, only one goal. They're trying really hard to get another one, and the Wild they're doing hard. They're trying hard too. They have got 13 shots, so not too far behind. Both teams putting in a lot of effort. The Golden Knights, though, it seems like their shots are just so less effective. Carlson centering feed, Gus Bus can't get a hop on it. That puck squirts out. And we got a commercial break. Man, that's kind of lame. Commercials should be illegal during the playoffs. Well, you know what? It gives the players an opportunity to rest. And you want to know why we also get them? Is the stadium's doing like games. I don't disagree with you there, Mod. Gotta get that advertising revenue. Yep. Holy shit. Man, people are really cracking open more of that Call of Duty League cards. There's a lot of standy cards now. There's I found an Afro attached card going for $53. So it's cool to know that my cards have some value. I'm telling you, they're gonna be investments, bro. So you know what I was thinking for my Call of Duty League collection? A little bit of a distraction from our hockey game going on right now. Is that what I was thinking about? Is having I was thinking about a rocker rookie lineup. So far, Standy, Exceed, and Fame. I want to find an AR who debuted as a rookie for the rocker. Well, that's the last position. That'd be the final position. Hartman takes it in, takes a shot. Did that go off the post? Dorothea slowly skates it in. Oh, he tries to shoot it in and get a tip, but Saad just kind of bounces awkwardly. He doesn't get to actually maintain that puck. Wild take it the other way. Hartman yet again bounces off the backboards. Wild in the forecheck. Hartman in the slot. Shot. Rebound off of Hill. Juicy rebound, but Tomas Hurdle picks up the puck, brings it down the left circle. Jonas Brodin does intercept there, and now Faber on the left side picks up that puck. He's going to send all the way down. Just kidding. It's intercepted in neutral zone ice. Boldy wanted it, but it ends up being the Golden Knights to take that puck and ice the puck. Puck it in ice. Puck it in ice. You like that puck on ice. I like that puck when it gets ice. Do you like that puck when it gets ice? I like that ice. I got that ice. Who's got that puck when it gets iced? Ice, ice, ice. I like. Well, that's what I want to have. I want to have better overlays. I want to have something that syncs to the scoreboard. I want to have like the logos up and things like that. I want to have more of a HUD. I want a better overlay, and I gotta think about how to have what to do or how to make an overlay that would show more of the game. So I want to have that while I show the cards and whatnot. With what? The Gen Z slime? I don't know what that. Jonas Thieves. Vegas Golden Knights trying so hard to get these goals to go in, but it keeps going back to Eichel. They got to try and pass it to someone. Either Carlson's got to start taking shots, Stone's got to starts taking some shots, but it's just not working out for the Golden Knights. They keep giving it to Eichel and Theodore, and it's just not working. Stone, was that Stone? Who was that? Riley Smith? Noah Hannafin. Thank goodness somebody else is trying to take a shot. 23 shots for the Golden Knights. Here comes Eichel. I like how graceful Eichel is. He's just kind of, he can turn it on whenever he wants. He's just waiting for the opportunity. He's just waiting. He's very patient. They get another shot. The Golden Knights do. The Wild have to clear it. Can Boldy clear it? They clear it. Hand pass. So they whistle the play dead. That's going to allow for both teams to get a breather. I hate that my girlfriend knows classic rock. Such a loser. I know. What a loser. Yeah, whimsical is right. More like airsicle. Like there's nothing there. All right, should I cast like this for the rest of my cast? Oh man, all right. Lock it back on the game. All right, 53 seconds left. Come on. I am antsy to get out of this chair for this intermission if you can't tell everybody. This chair is just not doing it no more for me. Golden Knights lose the face-off, but they do regain the puck in their zone. So, oh my God, did Foligno laid somebody out? Foligno sent McNabb flying. Theodore walks it in. Brodin pins it up against the boards. Puck squirts free. Stoner, back point. Sends it to Theodore. He centers it. Now it's up against the boards again. And there's only 5 seconds left, so the chance of something happening is slim to none, as the puck just stays against the boards. End of the second period. Phase Fugaze. Foligno just crushed him with a body hit. All right, all right, all right. End of period 2 stats, everybody. 25 to 14 shots so far. So the Vegas Golden Knights are just crushing the Wild when it comes to shots. For hits, 20 hits to 15 for the Vegas Golden Knights. So they're also getting a little bit more physical in regards to the hits, the Golden Knights. So they're being the more aggressive hockey club. 22 faceoffs to 17. The Vegas Golden Knights are getting the puck more. 12 to 9 block shots. They're preventing everything. 2 to 2 takeaways, and then 5 to 10 giveaways. The Vegas Golden Knights are by far the better hockey team in this game right now. The Wild right now, they just have the energy, they have the vibe, they have everything going well for them, and you just don't know why or how it's working out, but it is. And in a hockey game like this, we just have to sit back and enjoy and see what's going to happen. Both teams have explosive potential, and we just have to see which direction it takes us. All right, everyone, this is what we kicking. I'm going to see you at the intermission. I'll see you back for period three. That's right, Jesse. And period three, we're going to be opening a couple packs of hockey cards. So you better be back for period three. I'll get you for period three. Yeah, we got more hockey going on. It's playoff hockey. Saturday, let's pop off, everybody. Let's pop off. Be right back. Period three. I didn't notice that I muted myself on my console and on my microphone. I wonder how long I was muted for. My goodness. But yes, I saw Rossi's goal. Kaprizov's birthday today too. Wow, we got all sorts of hockey facts. It would be a good day to take a lead in the series, though. No one thought the Minnesota. I did not think the Minnesota Wild were going to get this far. I thought the Golden Knights were going to completely embarrass the Wild, but here we are. What are they doing on this intermission? They're just doing some really wacky, wacky stuff. Sometimes the stuff is really entertaining, and sometimes it's so cringy. You just gotta get through it. Burp. The mic's around my right shoulder. Why is it hard? Do you think it's hard to hear me? How about this? I put the mic in the inside part of the fabric. So now it's right underneath my mouth. It's right underneath my mouth. Well, right now I am turning my face while I'm looking at you, but right now my mouth is right underneath the microphone. All right. Well, that's good to hear. Maybe I won't have to scream as loud. I'm trying to like I'm a pretty hype person when I'm watching this game. I mean, so far the hockey game's been a lot of fun to watch. I hope the game continues to be this fun to watch. Oops. I'll put my stats back up so I can watch these stats change in real time. Oh my gosh. VK, can you like your stats? I like to know what's going on in the hockey game, okay? I like to be an educated hockey fan. Okay. Okay. We're still at that commercial break. Still at the commercial break. Still at the commercial break. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting a little. So after this hockey game, Maple Leaf Senators, I fear that I think the Senators they might scratch and claw a little bit to stay alive, but I don't see them. I see this. There's no way the Senators win. That's all I have to say. The Senators aren't winning that series. It's not happening. The Maple Leafs are I thought the Senators were gonna win, but when you go down 0-3, it's a death sentence. When you're down 0-3, the series is over. Nobody comes back from that. It just doesn't happen. And it's going to be really exciting to see how both teams handle it because this is the part in a hockey game where a team either just keeps dumping the puck and it's just really, really boring to watch, or they actually continue to play the game with integrity, and you just never know which direction it's really going to take. What is the rest supposed to do? I know dumping the puck. Well, that's what icing does. That's what icing is meant to balance out dumping. Icing's meant to say, hey, don't just send the puck down, do something with it. That's crazy. Secret rare Gundam cards are like $1 for Battle Spirits. No, but I wonder if it's because they're rebooting. That everything's just dying.
What could be so different? Is it just gonna be Saga?
Dude, who knows, man?
That's what it's different from a little bit.
We got period 3 coming back. 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 Period 3 is back. Period 3 is back. Let's start out with a hockey pack. Let's start out with a hockey pack. Let's go down. And I've been super biased this game. I got to be honest. I mean, I got all the Minnesota stuff up there. I haven't put a single Golden Knights thing up. We are going to pick from the bin of hockey cards. But I'm not picking. My mod is going to come and pick which pack of hockey cards that gets open. Minnesota Wild up 2-1 in the third period. Boldy comes in and already takes a shot. And the Minnesota Wild trying to catch up in that shot counter. Of course, that's an important thing to do to maintain that dominance in this hockey game. Our mod is going to grab a hockey pack.
You know, I haven't gone to this corner yet. The wine. Metal.
We have a Metal Universe pack that we get to open today. Slowing down on our hockey pack opening, but we're still enjoying it. Pack or two, maybe a weekend. Metal Universe hockey pack. It would be really exciting to see if we get any players that are actually playing tonight. So if we get any Vegas Golden Knights or any Minnesota Wild players, well, in our hockey game that we're watching right now, Selling Sticks just sitting in the middle of the ice. Ah! Could this be a Neon Omen? The Gustafson. Mark Stone's holding his eye. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Poor Mark Stone. Brittany. Booyum. Oh no. Oh no. Booyum. Oh no. That's like a major. Is that a 5-minute major? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that was hard to see. But Booyum, why, his face is bleeding. Why would you even go over to the bench? You know you're not. You know you're going off.
I think it's one of those doesn't want to show admission until the ruling's called or something.
Gus Bus. Wyatt Johnson, 2 great cards back to back.
He like ran off.
Dude, it looked really bad. Vegas have a 4-minute power play.
You look like you was running.
I don't know how to feel about this. I don't pun on I myself. Not sure how to feel about this. Golden Knights are gonna have some prime opportunities. Jack Eichel shot. That's gonna bounce off. A wild player falls to the ice. Jacob Slavin.
What do you have in your hand?
Josh Morrissey. So far, we have not gotten a single player that is not in the playoffs, which is really cool.
Sorry, I thought you were calling a game. And then you said
Our first one ever. 9.461 EKM. William Eklund. My first one ever. These cards are so cool. I've never gotten one of these before. That is a beautiful hockey card. Look at that foil. That's disgusting. That's not. Nathan McKinnon. Vincent Descharnay. I think this guy's moved like 3 teams already.
I think you're right.
He was on the Penguins, and then I think he went to another team. That's a really cool card. Neon Omen, this is what the back says. What a cool card.
Wow.
I don't know why my camera's having a fit.
I don't know. I think they just have to go.
Golden Knights have not been able to capitalize on their power play opportunity. That is such a beautiful card, though, for the Sharks. William Eklund. I hope he's still on the team. I hope he's still on the team. Yeah, Eklund. Wilson's antics was yesterday, right? The Capitals Canadiens game. Yeah, when he was fighting on the bench with Josh Anderson. I was casting that game. That's a really cool card. I've never gotten that card before. That's really cool. Oops. Now, a rookie we got, Descharnay. I think that, what a weird player. He's already gone to like 3 or 4 different teams. I don't know what his skill set is at all. Gustafson kept the puck away for a second, but they get the rebound. Nick Waugh. Eye for an eye. Yeah, I'm going to use that pun right now. Eye for an eye as the Golden Knights score. Tie hockey game. Oh, a little bit of a breakdown, a shot. Milton, anytime that you turn around, so rather than kind of just look both ways, Middleton did the full dog chase his tail. He turned all the way around, and when he took his eye off the puck, that's exactly when he lost his man, and the entire team collapsed the wrong way. Tie hockey game. Gus Bus, dude. Nathan McKinnon. That McKinnon looks so hot. I like that jersey for the Avalanche. I think that's a gorgeous jersey for the Avalanche. And Josh Morrissey for the Little Jets. Dude, the Blues. I'm cheering for the Blues. And the Golden Knights had another late for beam attempt. I'm excited that a lot of these playoff series are starting to turn into playoff series right now. And the thing about the Panthers Lightning, now that the Lightning actually won a game, we have an actual series, and they won in a commanding way today. Their self-esteem is back up. I want to see that. I want to see some long series. I don't like seeing short first-round series where you just see teams just get clocked. I want to see these Battle of Titans. I didn't want the Battle of Florida to be a 4-0 sweep or a 5-1. I want like a 6-7 game series for the Battle of Florida. This is going to be really exciting, and I think whoever wins the Battle of Florida or the Battle of the Colorado Dallas series is going to win the Stanley Cup. Don't get me wrong; I still think the Vegas Golden Knights and the winner of the Vegas Golden Knights and the Minnesota Wild. I think whoever wins this series also has a lot of potential, but I don't exactly think that that team is going to be a Cup favorite. Heck, like, and then you're like, oh, we caking. Are you thinking about why would you forget about the Edmonton Oilers or the LA Kings? I'm like, I'm not forgetting about them. I just think that whoever wins against that this series and them will be too exhausted to beat whatever is going to erupt on the other side. Because what is it, the Blues and the Jets? Don't get me wrong. I know the Blues are a great team, because I'm pretty sure I think the Blues will win. I think the Jets are great, but I still think the Blues will win. Is Brazeau getting a penalty? They call it offsides. They call it offsides. I don't know, man. I got completely distracted by that offsides call. Man, this gotta get this chair. That's why I kind of like sit back. Maybe I just need to zoom in a little bit more. Take it off. No, we got the hockey cards are way more cooler than watching me. Lady Rarix, I would like to see a Stanley Cup series where every single series goes to a game 7. That would take forever. That way, I mean, it would be entertaining. I'm not sure if would fans like that. Everybody else in the chat, would you like it if series were that long? Would that be quality hockey? I'm not sure if that'd be quality hockey by the end of that. I think teams might just be tired. I think I'd be pretty tired. I'd be pretty tired. Lady Ryderix, but it would be amazing. The endurance test would be great to see. Sometimes it is, but also depending on how tired the players get. I don't know how I don't know how exciting, let's just say, a Stanley Cup final would be. I don't know how much energy they would have if they had not much energy and they're letting in sloppy goals, or teams that had more potential just are out of gas. It's kind of a lot more boring. Hey, there's Gunless. Dude, dude, isn't it like actually disgusting how many screens we need to like see the things that we want to see without missing stuff? Call of Duty Major, Call of Duty Challenger, hockey, video games, all sorts of stuff. All the things that you want to see. Rodine centering feed, and that's going to bounce off some players. Minnesota, though, they want to get a centering feed. You can see it. The players are all around the net in that way. Golden Knights are very, very close to getting a breakaway. Mark Stone is back on the ice. What a hockey player. Stone, turn and pop. The Gus Bus with the big old block. The Nuke Force would like it and hate it. Just hurry up and win. Well, the other thing too, it's like, how long do you want to watch hockey for? Because eventually, when hockey's in July, you're like, can this be over? Mark Stone of the blue line. It's a White Cloud. He tries to send it to the front of the net, but it's just going to bounce off wide. Wild do clear. Felina sends it up to Zuki. He's greeted by the elbow of Haig, and that puck goes the other way. Courtesy of Tomas Hurdle. Felino just comes in and just cross-checks him from behind. Wild got to maintain and regain. Maintain, regain. Hurricane. Did Ultra win?
Yeah. 12-1, 3-2. Control. It's not a match set. It's 2-1 ultra.
I see. Hard points. Volt. Come on, Wild. Boost up. Boost up. Boost up. Nick Wah. Sensad. Send Colasar. That puck comes back. Hinistro. I just can't. Vinny Hinostroza is so weird on the Wild. He's been on so many different teams, and he just. I don't know if it's because he's small. I don't know if it's because he makes poor decisions. I don't know if it's both. I think it's both. I think it's because he's so small that if he makes any bad decisions, or if his decisions turn into bad plays, or if he just happens to be a player that gets a lot of minus because he's just always on the ice when his team gets scored on, he's the scapegoat. He's really easy to scapegoat. Slap shot on the bus. Petrangelo and Erickson Ek are punching each other in the face.
Ryan Petrie.
Your Petrie is punching.
And Petrie punches back.
Law had a weird goal on the power play. All right, commercial break. Gonna stand up and just walk to the side. I'm still here, everybody. I'm still thinking about the playoffs right now. All right, so do you think we'll get some or will we stay with where we're at? Or we're gonna go into some overtime hockey? I mean, obviously we gotta go somewhere from where we're at. I'm not sure. The Minnesota Wild seem like they have a lot of jump, especially at home. I think the home crowd for the Minnesota Wild, I think it's just different. I think it's different for a team like the Minnesota Wild, the state of hockey, a team that just wants to get out of the first round, a team that just wants their potential to finally grow to something, to finally lead to something. The Minnesota Wild have wanted that for so long. They've wanted a core of players that are developed and ready to play for so long. And right now, they have that potential. I don't know. How did they get this? Where did this Zeev Buium guy come from? Did they just draft him? Did they get him in a trade? How did they get this Zeev Buium guy? Because apparently this Buium guy is supposed to be like the Chipotle, the Capri. I saw Chipotle on the commercial, and I was going to say Kaprizov. He's the Kaprizov of defense. He takes the puck and he just kind of swirls around the zone and just holds it, and either launches it into the goal or sends a diagonal pass and just sets up a player and for an easy tip in. So Zeev Buium is just supposed to be this player that's supposed to add just such a huge X factor in regards to his passing abilities to the Minnesota Wild's power play and offense. And here I come. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. What's going on? Who's on the ice? What is What a weird goal. What just happened? There's a Wild player sitting on the ice, and he was like holding the Vegas Golden Knights player's stick. And then the Golden Knights just shoot the puck, and it like bounces off the guy on the ice and goes in. What? Yeah. Hartman takes Hurdle down. Hurdle's trying to stand up, and the puck goes off of Hartman, who's on the ice holding the stick, and it goes in. Look at that goal. He's on the ice, and it just bounces off of him and goes in. Golf overall? Okay. That's nuts. Wow. What a stinger of a goal. What a stinger of a goal. He just shot it at the net. And when you talk about puck luck, that's puck luck. There was two guys literally laying down on the ice. It it went between their legs and bounced off of something and got redirected in. What the F? Wow. That goal stunk. That goal stunk. Jan in the chat, that's funny. That's a draining goal. But Middleton shoots it. A little chaos in front. Wraparound attempt. Score! 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 Jared Spurgeon with the wraparound goal. And they back in it. They back in it. They back in it. Tie game. Tie game. No way. Jared Spurgeon with a beautiful wraparound. Where did this come from? Wow. Wow. That was diabolical. But Aiden Hill's on the ice. So Kaprizov, is he in the blue paint? He's in the blue paint. How did he get pushed in by a Golden Knights player, or did he skate into him? It looks like he got pushed in by the Golden Knights player. They're counting his goal. Nope, timeout. They're taking a look at it. The Golden Knights bench is taking a second look at it. Timeout right now. He did timeout. 30 seconds to decide if they want to challenge it. Because this is actually really critical, everybody, right now. So what just happened was Minnesota Wild wraparound goal, but Kaprizov was kind of in the blue paint, and he fell and he kind of like ran into Aiden Hill. And now they're trying to decide whether to challenge or not. Why is there such a big decision on whether to challenge or not? Well, if you challenge something and you fail that challenge, if it doesn't go your way, you get penalized for the failure of your tactician, your strategy. You get the other team gets a power play, so you actually have to play shorthanded. They did not challenge. Why is that so important? Because in the Edmonton Oiler LA Kings game, the LA Kings decided to challenge a really, really soft or a goal that looked pretty well good. For whatever reason, the Kings decided to challenge the goal, which for the most part looked obviously pretty easily good. And then they lost the challenge, and then they got scored on the power play. Breakaway! Trennan, front hand, backhand, rebound! He can't get there on his legs, on his knees. He can't get the wraparound. Save Aiden Hill. This is hot. This is playoff hockey. Playoff hockey. The best thing in the world. Dude, the exhilaration I get from this is insane. When we're at a commercial break, everybody. And when we come back, I will do one. I'm going to grab one more pack. We won't do it yet. We won't do this pack yet. But I'll do one more pack tonight for the Wild because it's our home team. We'll do an SP pack. 2 packs tonight just because I'm feeling a little generous. It's a Saturday. It's the playoffs. We'll do 2 packs today. Just 2 packs. Just 2 packs. We're not going to go crazy. We're not going crazy. The commercial break is just about over. We're getting back to that hockey game. Man, I can't believe we got that cool Sharks card. That card is so neat. Game on. Broken stick in front. I thought, yeah, no, it's stone stick. It looks broken. It was just, it looked like it was just lying on the ice. Hurdle takes that puck away. Golden Knights gonna work that puck down the ice. Tie hockey game 3-3. 31 shots on net for the Golden Knights, only 21 for the Wild. So the Golden Knights have a lot more offensive aggression. And when we were talking and looking at the stats a lot earlier, we were seeing just how effective the Golden Knights were at just every single statistic. They were leading in every category. And it's been crazy to see that the Minnesota Wild were competing, if not doing better. Show the cards again? All right. So we're going to do our SP Authentic pack. Hype up, everybody. We're opening a second pack of hockey cards tonight. Playoff hockey. Actually, we're going to wait till 5 minutes. Let's wait till 5 minutes because we got 7:25 left to go. We opened this pack like 2 minutes ago. We got to have a little bit of anticipation. So in 2 minutes, we'll open the second pack. See if anything builds from there. Oh, Dorofeev almost had a backhand opportunity in front of the net. Jack Eichel centering feed. No Golden Knights there to actually get that puck. Aiden Hill, he's going to pass it up to Theodore. He's going to curl around. Teams are going to change. Get some different players on the ice. Golden Knights dump that puck in. Jonas Brodin send that puck around. Eriksson Ek sends that puck even deeper. Now Brayden McNabb has to make a decision for the Golden Knights. He'll pass it to his defensive partner, Shea Theodore. Skates the puck in a little bit in the neutral zone, sends it into the Wild zone. Now Wah, he'll send the puck in even deeper, tries to pass along the boards to Barbashev. He gets checked, loses the puck. Wild dump it all the way in. Golden Knights got to figure it out again. Wah flips that puck on in. Bogosian, who, if you didn't know, is Armenian. Show that Sharks card? Absolutely. Look at that thing. That thing is insane. Look at like literally look at that. That's insane. I love the ghost like in the back. That's so hot. I like that stamp metal. Isn't that so cool? So we got a real cool William Eklund Sharky card, and we got a Gus Gustafson. Gus Gustafson. Dude, I'm all of Gus Gustafson is starting to get himself a lot of fans for the while. All right, we're at our 5 minutes, everybody. SP Authentic. Now, earlier this week, we ended up getting a numbered card out of this pack. Will we get a holo card? Is there foil? Does that exist? I don't think we've gotten a single foil card out of this set. They've gotten the blue ones, but they're not foil. They're just kind of like stamped or something. Seth Jarvis from the Carolina Hurricanes. They lost against the Devils the other night, so the Devils keeping their foot in the hokey pokey, making sure that they're not eliminated. Seth Jarvis, regular white. How we gonna do this? Macklin Celebrini. Rookie authentic. Whoa. A Macklin Celebrini. We got, dude, we're channeling the Sharks. We're sharking today, everybody. Isn't that nuts? Is that my first Celebrini?
No, I think it's your second.
Oh, wow. That's so cool. Macklin Celebrini off Rookie Authentics. Gus Gustafson saves the Wild from a late goal. What? 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 A patch? We got a jersey. We got a jersey patch, everybody. Maverick Fork Rookie Authentic Star Center patch. Authentic patch? Oh, oh. Look at that.
How big is it? Is it pretty big?
It's twice as thick. Congratulations! You have received a trading card with Maverick Borg Hockey memorabilia that has been certified to the Upper Deck Company as having been worn by the featured player. We hope you enjoy this piece of hockey history. As we continue to keep up as close as you can get, enjoy your memorabilia card. No way!
Wow.
Dallas Stars Rookie Authentic memorabilia. Wow.
I have a case for you.
This one needs to go into one of the thicker ones.
Okay.
Remember, it's a thick point card.
Yeah, but I wasn't. Oh, it's so close.
That's what I was telling you. It's not going to go on one of the regular ones. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. Wow. Let's get our Celebrini out. That's insane. Jake Sanderson and Seth Jarvis. So Jake Sanderson was our other hit, which was another fantastic hit. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy, everybody. We got a patch. We got a Celebrini Authentic. I don't think this has a number on it. That's just crazy. Of course, you know me. Just tip these things over. Wow. We got less than 3 minutes to go in the hockey game. Look at that. Wild chance erupting from the arena. I can't believe we got a patch, everybody. That's just crazy. Maverick Bork. Does anyone know? Anybody in the chat know if this player's good? Maverick Bork. He's a Maverick. That's just crazy. We get two insane sharks. We get Gus Gustafson, who's playing, and we end up getting a patch. That's just insane. SP Rookie Authentic Patch. NHL. I don't know how much these things go for. I don't know how much because it's just I got out of a blaster. I don't know how lucky that is. It's Ray illegitimate. Ray's illegitimate. That's wow. Now we just need a wild win. Give us the cherry on top. Now we just got some players skating around as they kind of regain and figure out where they all want to be. What are you so happy about?
I'm trying to get the wiggles out. I'm not happy.
A minute left of the hockey game before we go to overtime. I did not expect it to go to overtime, but here we are.
This much overtime.
There's a lot of overtime. Are these the new maps? Damn. Train station? Oh, I hate train stations. Airport? Or are these just different places on Warzone? I think it's Warzone.
I remember going to Boneyard.
That's Scrapyard. She's always my mod. You want to say hi to Jesse in the chat? He's stuff as well in today. Golden Knights try to attack in the neutral zone. Stuff as well. Beef Wellington. Kaprizov skates around the net. Golden Knights slap shot at the end of the period. Nope. Nope. We're going to go to overtime, everybody. This game's still going. We're going to go to next goal wins. Jesse's finding it funny. But I'm going to take a break for my voice, and then I'll be back for the overtime. I was going to say third period, but we got overtime hockey, everybody. See you soon. Overtime hockey. I'll be right back. Bye. I don't even know how expensive this rookie authentic thing is going to be, though.
I decided to not transfer them to smaller ones because the ones you have in reserve are for the ones that are supposed to be sold. But it is like now that they do have a few more big ones. So we can put the big look, look. So when we click on this, we like to choose which one is if you look up here, paint. And so here, you can see how it's the hard stuff right there. I must be Jesse or your mom. I can do the same thing and put cool things like a different emoji, and the other people can see that too. It happens in this little bubble down here. For your analytics. having all this talk, like kind of fun, like we're exciting moment happens with emojis, I guess.
Java, here it comes. Point the sneakers.
They're all F except them. They all have the they hand sign up except for Sim. Look at that cookie parfait at Dairy Queen. I saw it on a TV commercial. I was like, oh my god, no, what have they done? And that looks so delicious. Crunching cookie cone coating, Oreo cookie pieces blended. Oh, you just dip it? Oh, that's pretty cool. Look, you could get your own little chocolate different thing and dip your spoon in with your ice cream. I have we have a gift card my dad did from a bajillion years ago. What? You never want to eat there. It takes me. It's my time. It's not a. I don't remember how big it was. When did it? Was it big? They bought us lunch today. This is right. I want to buy super. I guess. Yeah, much.
I've got $1,400 card. And I'm trying to look at vouchers right now.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I can't find that stupid pension box.
Oh, no, I
What is that?
Look at my teeth now. Why? Maybe it's 100%. Counting live.
I know.
Yes, you can. You can totally. You know, I always thought banana split were better in like cartoons and stuff.
So there's this guy that at my work.
Yeah. I'm watching it.
Yep, a customer that was kind of like does like stuff in the school district.
Okay.
And he was asking if we had any solutions for like improvements for like direct. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, let me refer you to my business guy for that. $3 million business.
Oh wow, okay.
And I kept with the thing. I'm like, that's guy. And then himself, he's the almost practically manager. And he was like, hey, I'm trying to do investing right now. It's a really good time for me to invest. I'm interested in it. But your bank limits me for how much I can send. And because you limit me in how much I can send, I don't want to leave your bank, but I want to be able to use my money and invest. I get it. Like, and I tell like, I want you to be able to do your investing. I know you kind of are confident in your own abilities. What I want to do is I want to get you with my wealth management. And I called my customer service, like, well, okay, you're hard locked in with your images, but wealth management, and the lady was kind of saying, like, wealth management's different. You can do the car extension being different. Okay, and I told him, like, well, I told him, like, you shouldn't be working with management team. They're essentially in our retail banking, we have a lot of products that we here offer the public. Eventually, you reach a stage where what we can offer the public, doesn't do you any good. You're looking at an elevated source of assistance. That's where we get in our wealth management team, where they can do more for you. And if you need to move money, I know that you kind of want to do it yourself, but it might not be bad to have a team that can assist you. So I got a wealth management on Friday too. So I got a wealth management referral. I got like a credit card. I was gonna,
That's good.
I was gonna be so good. I was willing to run around.
Well, not this one. This one's real blizzard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This one. And the clouds.
Dude, I'm so excited to buy all the new cards. Seriously. Now I have my credit card. So excited about the money in it.
So what, seven on, well, like, he's printing about 60 pages. I want you to remember that about 70% of that is all. He actually has deck.
I know.
But I thought, you know what? Why not have the majority of the whip deck stuff?
Materials ready.
Yeah, and then maybe at most I ask Seven to print 5 pages, and I can knock out 5 pages in like a single afternoon in advance. But you get it. But I thought, you know what? I'll have them.
All right. All right. Going. La 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 la. Ooh, ah, yeah. Minnesota Wild hockey, Vegas Golden Knights hockey, but more Minnesota Wild hockey we got going on. It's week hiking. I'm so happy to be here. We got playoff hockey. We have overtime hockey. Sounds like from the announcers, it's been over 10 years since there's been a playoff game that has gone to overtime at the XL Energy Center. And it's actually not going to be called that for too much longer, but who knows what that new name's going to be? Yeah, they're renaming the building. The contract has expired. It's going to have a new name. A woman where you thought, a woman that you thought was going to look like the left side, but ended up looking like the right side. What you thought she was going to look like versus what she actually looks like. Sober judgment versus drunk judgment. Sober judgment versus drunk judgment. Oof. Vegas Golden Knights. Skating the puck up. Hannafin. Slap shot. Blast it. Goes right off a Gus bus. Luckily, no rebound was acquired. Suki skates it down the ice. Sets up a shot from Hartman right off of Hill. Now Stone wants to counterattack. He'll skate it down the ice, but that gets lost in the neutral zone in favor. Blasts it all the way back down. 7v7 as Petrangelo sends it up. Golden Knights, Sod, Stone, S&S Hennepin fans in the shot. That could have been deadly. Energy coming from both teams to start the overtime. I almost said fourth quarter, fourth period. Four. We don't got four. We got overtime hockey. 2 minutes off the period. The overtime, I don't know. Do you call it a period? I don't even think you call it a period. I think you just call it overtime. OT1, I guess, right? First OT. I think they just call it first OT, second OT, third OT. Phase lost map 1. It is a high school. I can't believe I was right. Wild get a shot, but that bounces off some players in the front. The Wild got to go all the way back to the zone. They got to pick that puck back up. Pick up that puck. Pick up that puck. Keep going, Wild. Heretics fans are going crazy. Wild try to center it. Who is that? Who is that player? Spurgeon. Some more whacking and wheeling. Nyquist just fighting for that puck. Foligno's turn. Dumps it to Nyquist. Nyquist almost all alone. That wasn't Whitecloud. It looked like it. Bounced off Hill, went to the backboard. Now it looks like, hey, it looks like Eriksson Ek is on board on ice. Oh, who's just getting crushed by Haig? It's Foligno. Foligno, Whitecloud, Eriksson Ek, Howden all battling for the puck behind the Golden Knights net. Foley's going to come in for some extra help, and he gets it. All right. Spurgeon looks to Boldy. Boldy can't get the tip. He goes for the backhand. Hill holds on to that puck. Hold on to that puck. Ooh, got that puck. The Wild got that puck. There's been some good shots on both sides, and not only good shots, the rebound opportunities have been huge, and honestly, leaving up some deadly opportunities. Let's just end this with a Boldy goalie. I want a Booyam goal. Booyam. Faber to Booyam. Booyam. Booyah. Kaprizov steals the puck. He tries to lift it out in the neutral zone. Okay, it did go. It almost looked like it was just going to go vertical and fall right down, but it looks like someone whacked it. Wild, though, they have to reset. And who other? Faber of the Brox. Milton sends that puck up. Now it's Jack Eichel who boosts up. Goldie up. Goldie. Shot. Bounces off of Aiden Hill. Golden Knights bringing that puck the other way. Golden Knights behind their net. They're going to pass out to McNabb. He'll relay it on to Carlson. Carlson flings it into the wild zone. Bus loads it down for Spurgeon. Spurgeon's all the way around to his other defenseman. That's funny. All right, lock back on him. You got 14 minutes to go in the first overtime.
Do you think it's going to be a planned attack and goal, or do you think it's going to
It's going to be like it's a takeover. It's going to be a takeover. Someone's going to get the puck stripped from them, and then they're going to cost their team the game. Golden Knights couldn't handle a face-off. That puck came all the way back into their zone. They had to figure out what to do. All right, everybody, let's take another look at what cards we got. Show off the cards we got. Macklin Celebrini, William Eklund, and Gus Gustafson. McNabb gets it to the front of the net. The Golden Knights. Volsar looks like he's hurt behind the bench. No call on it. He's upset. Golden Knights upset. The Wild may have gotten super lucky.
Golden Knights are starting to control it. They're slowing the game down. They're showing off their playoff experience. They're not panicking. They're waiting for their opportunities. Almost a wraparound attempt for Howden, but he lost an edge. He fell down. Battle in the left corner is Brodin and Dorofeev, won by the Wild. The Wild are going to start sending it out. Faber now, he's just going to drop it around the left side, center on the boards. Hill stops it, sends it up. The Golden Knights now in control as they work their way towards the Wild's end. A slapper to get her deep. Middleton for the Wild. Regain. Wild. Send the puck down. And no touch, so we got an icing. 26 on 36 shots. So the Golden Knights still having 10 more shots than the Wild. The Golden Knights still doing everything better. Ouch. Faber whacks Colasar in the face, so we got away with that. That's a huge missed call. Soda forces the Golden Knights out of their zone. McNabb, or Eichel rather than that, retreated all the way back to his defensive zone. Now they dump it all the way for an icing. Weird strategy. You skate it all the way back into your zone for defense, and then you get rid of it and ice it. Pietrangelo is probably like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I don't know, man. Only thing I could do." Bro. What's going on, chat? What's going on, chat? Wild, Spurgeon, Ripper. It's going to get blocked in front. That comes out. Riley Smith. Golden Knights, 3-on-2. Barbashev. Shot. That goes wide. Kaprizov holds the puck. He's going to send it all the way to the other side of the ice for Boldy. Boldy in with a beautiful move. Looking for a centering feed. Jam. Whistled off. Raspberry jam. Oh, Eriksson tries and it just gets stuck in the pads. He held onto those pads. Power play for the Wild. Power play for the Wild. A slap shot from Spurgeon. Hits Pietrangelo right in the butt. Right in the butt. Right in the butt. I need this excitement 100% of the time. Who's going to hold it? There's still no control. The Wild control it off the faceoff. 8 seconds in. Boley rips it. It goes right off a hill. And it's cleared. Stone challenging Hill. Oh, if Stone was a little bit younger, that could have gone really bad for the Wild. That could have gone right in the butt. Wild can't maintain the puck in their offensive zone right now. Spurgeon's behind. Spurgeon's got to figure it out in the neutral zone. He's just gonna skate it in. Drop it to Kaprizov. Boley's turn. Zuki backhands it, sends it around. No, buoy him on the power play. Kaprizov sends Zuccarello. Circles around, tries to take a shot, hits Riley Smith. He grabs the puck again, though. Zuki, Kaprizov, Zuki tries to pass it, but it gets blocked, and it's going to go right back to Zuccarello. Please settle that puck down before we do anything. Shot! Can we get the rebound? No rebound and no ability to keep the puck in the offensive zone. Vegas going to get some different players on the ice. It's not a bad idea. I just don't have an account for that. Faber holds that puck. Skate it on up, skate it on up, skate it on, skate it on, skate it on up, ooh. Centering feed, where's that puck? Gonna bounce to the boards. 5 seconds left in that power play. Power play's over. Turn shot by Rossi, blocked by Hill. Power play over. That's 10 minutes of overtime as well. Golden Knights try to get in the Wild zone. That's not going to stay in there for long. ¿Qué pasó? Goudreau. Is he going to get it all the Wild zone? He's getting harassed. He gets stood up by Saad. I was a little afraid of that. Neutral zone battle continues. Barbashev. Or is that Hurdle? I can't tell the difference. Golden Knights just lifted on in to avoid offsides. It looked like he skated into the board. That looked like it hurt. That looked like it hurt. Oriel. Waiting for more play to resume. Waiting for more play to resume. I can't believe. Is the other hockey game started yet? Hey, Sponge, XOXOXO. I missed it by a half an hour. My system didn't show me. But thank you so much for following. Thank you so much for your support. I really, really, really appreciate it. XO Sponge. XO. Good old Call of Duty name there. XO Sponge. You don't want to travel the world and stay in hotels together? Battle for who gets to get on the pot for it? Battle to see who gets to get on the pot first? Battle. Yeah, I'm a goofball. How is the FaZe clan doing against the Heretics in the Search and Destroy? Is Kaprizov hooking people?
Mostly listening to One Brad should be able to
Yikes, the last FaZe might lose.
hear first off. Oh no no no.
Yeah, I won every like tournament.
Brad? One rock.
Minnesota Wild gotta get it out of their zone, trying to regain something, but they just chop it out. Golden Knights, their chance to actually create a strategy and execute it. McNabb dumps it on in. Golden Knights looking for some chaos. Sod is on the forecheck. We can go to crazy bars together and do karaoke. We can sing Fast Car everywhere. Maple Leaf Senators game's 4 minutes in. Should actually turn that on my phone. Dude, the best thing about the Stanley Cup playoffs ending early is I get to unsubscribe from Max for God knows how long. I get to survive a subscription break. That's something I only look at for one cause.
But if it's only a few months, or it's like a whole year. Well, since you have it, I should catch in on a show.
Face off. Wild win. Wild send that puck in. Foligno extremely aggressive forecheck. Wild center it. Brodin takes a shot. Can't get through traffic. Foligno just tries to mammoth through everybody. The Moose. Wild still battling for it. Both teams trying to get a stick on it, get a pass. Nick Waugh sends it up. Waugh tries to shoot. 2-on-1 developing. Hartman, if the Wild are fast enough. Hartman, shot. Glove save. Face off in the Golden Knights zone. Golden Knights do actually settle it down, and now they're going to skate on up. Are they going to get the give and go? Milton beat at his own game. Defense. The Wild send it up. They need some legitimate, like, puck control. Phase 1 of map. Goshen, come on, Wild. What are you guys doing? Where's that puck at? Where's that puck at? It's behind the net. White Cloud, where's that puck? Sod sends it up. Wild can't get a stick on it. Hey Mod, do the hearts help with anything on our stream? I think Beef Wellington over here is spamming the hearts a lot. He's having a good time going dee. It helps with his artism. The hearts help his artism.
I do it too, honestly. There will be moments like during a score, I'll spam the confetti cannon.
Confetti cannon.
Yeah. But you don't really see it unless you're looking at the YouTube direct dashboard. I don't even think it tells you your Netflix. I don't know.
Wild. Kaprizov fakes the shot, sends it along the boards. Can he get the bounce? Eriksson sends it back to Kaprizov, sends it over to Faber. Faber waits, looks, sends it to some chaos. Guess who gets it? Kaprizov tries to send it to the front. Eriksson tries to whack, whack, whack. Shea Theodore sends it back to Kaprizov. And then Shea Theodore gets back. Golden Knights don't really have the energy to counter. They're just going to dump it in. Dorofeev got knocked down behind the Wild net. That's good if you're a Wild fan. If you're a Golden Knights fan, you're like, hey, why can't we get any attacking? On TikTok, the hearts help.
Wow.
It's funny. We'll have to research to see if the hearts help, but we appreciate your hearts. I appreciate your heart. Because it's your heart that is the support and foundation of my channel. Every one of you watching this stream make this possible. So thank you, viewers. And Jack Eichel picking that puck back up after the Golden Knights get another shot. 45 shots for the Golden Knights. That's insane. Another one comes. But Foligno blocks. Big old moose. No half, and you got to skate back and get that puck. Jack Eichel takes a ripper. Pietrangelo gets a shot. Pietrangelo another shot. And they all keep going wide or getting blocked, or there's some traffic in front. But the Golden Knights just not getting any direct shots. None of their shots are lined up that well. They're all shots that just keep ricocheting or hitting the wrong thing. Come on, come on, come on. Bring this game back, bring this game back, bring this game back. We need more hockey.
I'm quite impressed we didn't score on the power play.
Wild win the faceoff in their own zone. Oh no, they turn the puck over. Riley Smith backhand in front. Where's the puck? Where's the puck? They score! They score! The Golden Knights score! An awful turnover! An awful turnover from the Minnesota Wild leads to a Golden Knights scramble in front of the net and a goal from the Golden Knights. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, what an awful turnover. 2-2. That Golden Knights fans going 2-2, 2-2. Faber sends it back. Middleton flubs it. And Middleton just skates right off the ice. And then Middleton lays in front of the net, which allows the puck to settle and stop right in front of the net. So it allows Waugh to keep the puck there, and Barbashev just comes on and picks it up and shoots it and kind of chips it over the remaining people, i.e. Middleton, and scores.
I knew it would be something stupid like this.
A total breakdown for the Wild. An embarrassing breakdown for the Wild at the end, period. Playoffs hockey is cruel. Playoffs. Playoff. Wow. Wow. That happened. That happened. Middleton got off that ice real effing fast, everybody. He got off that ice real fast.
How much time is left in the overtime?
Say what?
How much time is left in the overtime?
Like only a few minutes.
Just a few minutes, we could have all gotten break.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Let's look at these stats. All right, everyone, those final stats for today. The final stats for the hockey game. 47 to 32 shots. The Golden Knights were they were not stopping. The hard part is that the Minnesota Wild is starting to get extremely talented all over the ice, but you just can't take getting hit that bad. You just can't take that type of a pounding. Eventually it's going to give, and it did. It did. 33 to 28 hits, so extremely physical game from both sides. So from both sides, a lot of physicality. Faceoffs 35 to 36, both teams getting the puck just as much as the other team. 23-23 block shots. So both teams jumping in front of the puck just as much as the other. So both teams doing what they can to stop the other team, of course, from advancing their goal, of course, of winning the hockey game. Makes sense, right? 9-6 takeaways. So the goal, and of course, at the very end, that was a takeaway or giveaway or whatnot. Then giveaway, which was 11-16. Of course, that's how the game ended. Jake Middleton tried to shoot the puck out of the Wild's defensive zone, but he didn't get enough wood on the puck. And then it looked like it went under Faber's stick a little bit, which kind of made it lose even more momentum. And then before you know it, the Vegas Golden Knights got some chaos in front of the net. Got some chaos in front of the net. Jake Middleton then went in front of the net to try and stop the puck again, making up for his mistake, but he chases his tail like a dog, gets caught up in the chaos, and ends up making the kind of losing track of the goal, and the puck goes off of him, and they win. Everybody, thanks for stopping by. We had another great stream. It's Week Haken, everybody. I'll be live tomorrow for another hockey game. I am going every day. There's a playoff game. I will be live. This is Week Haken. Thank you so much for coming in today and watching. Shout out to Jesse. Shout out to Jan. Shout out to Ryderick. Shout out to the Nuke Force. Shout out to NF Cool Carl. Shout out to Neon Omen. Shout out to me. Shout out to everybody that's came here. Shout out to my pops. It's been a real great time watching. And shout out to you, the viewer. It's been a great time. Everyone have a great rest of their day. We'll see you tomorrow for more hockey. Yeah.